something like this. This conference, we have our cocktails here after the conference every day. Your Excellency, Inaugurates Zenawi, Prime Minister of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Your Excellency K.Y. Amwako, United Nations Under Secretary General and Executive Secretary of the Economic Commission for Africa, distinguished ministers of the Ethiopian government, distinguished Assistant Secretary General of the Organization of African Unity, distinguished heads of diplomatic missions and representatives of international organizations, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. I wish to welcome you all to Africa House, the new official residence of the Secretary General of the Organization of African Unity. I wish in particular to express my appreciation to His Excellency Inaugurates Zenawi, the Prime Minister of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, for having once again found time to be with us for this particular ceremony. The decision to construct an official residence for the Secretary General of the Organization of African Unity was taken by the OAU member states in the mid-70s. Following that decision, the Advisory Committee on Administrative, Financial and Budgetary Matters approved a $1 million United States dollars budget to be provided by installment over 5 financial years. Once the amount was secured, the Ethiopian government was approached in 1989, which first allocated 10,000 square meters plot of land for the construction of the building. Due to some problems, this plot had to be changed in 1992, and in the process, and thanks to the generous disposition of the new Ethiopian government, the General Secretariat was offered this better placed plot of 15,000 square meters. Since then, the General Secretariat has embarked on the construction of the project. Despite the fact that all required procedures had been followed strictly and that the General Secretariat had benefited from the advice of a team of experts, we faced some problems with the original contractor. This led to undue delay in the construction work. Finally, the problem was overcome when Midrock won the bid submitted by the OAU for the completion of the work. I wish here to express our very profound appreciation to Midrock Ethiopia, and particularly to Sheikh Alamudi, who had to meet considerable additional cost in the process of completing the construction. In fact, Midrock had previously made a significant contribution to the initial stage of the construction by offering to provide gratis all the marble, including its installation work, as their own contribution to the residents. For this generous contribution, I wish once again to express to Sheikh Alamudi and Midrock Ethiopia our sincere appreciation. It is both a duty and a pleasure to recognize with particular satisfaction the highly professional work done by Midrock in the construction of this residence. I also wish to express our appreciation to all those from within and outside the organization who have made contribution in one way or another to the construction of this project. I wish above all to reiterate our profound gratitude and appreciation to the government of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia for its contribution and its constant support, without which this project would not have been implemented. Last but not least, I wish to put on record my appreciation to our member states for their decision to build an official residence of the Secretary General and for having provided the necessary resources. I want to assure Mr. Prime Minister, knowing the workings of the Advisory Committee on Budgetary and Administrative Matters, it was not an easy decision to do so. Your Excellency Prime Minister Mendes, ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today to inaugurate this house, which is the Africa House in Addis Ababa, and which is the result of collective efforts. Like in an individual's life, the construction of a house is a major achievement. For the Organization of African Unity, the inauguration of this house is a momentous event. It is not just a house, but a house which symbolizes the unity and solidarity of our continent and its member states. Facility and office block at the headquarters. This house is also a testimony to our collective determination to equip the General Secretaries of our organization with the necessary tools to enable it efficiently to discharge its responsibilities. This construction, therefore, is part and parcel of the overall effort being made to strengthen the capacity of the organization to serve its member states better and to meet the challenges ahead. On this note, Mr. Prime Minister, I would request you that we proceed to the formal inauguration of the House, and I kindly request you to first and